All right, I have here a mower deck for a Cub Cadet 2155. I just had this stripped down to bare metal so that I could address some rust and repaint it. Give myself a B- on the paint job, but it'll do the trick. So I encountered an issue with the spindles, which I have not yet reinstalled here, and looked on YouTube for videos to help me through it. Didn't find one, so I'm putting this together for you guys here. Let's head inside to the workshop. I'll show you what I found. Okay, friends, here are the two spindles that I was telling you about. And right off the bat, you can see that I actually ended up breaking off some of the bolts as I was removing this from the mower deck. And this isn't going to be a video about bolt removal because, well, frankly, I don't know how to bleep myself when the swearing begins. So we're going to let you look that up elsewhere. But I wanted to show you that once I popped these guys off, all right, you can see the way it's supposed to look. And then on this one, here's what I found. Just this torn up, shredded seal. Keeps the dirt out of the bearings. So we're going to get into this and open it up. Obviously, this needs to be replaced. I've got some replacement seals for that. And let's get into it. Okay, I cleaned it up a little bit, got all the grass and debris off of it so you can see the parts a little bit better. The first step that we need to do is to take off this little metal retainer ring here. And the best way to do that is to flip it upside down and set up some wood blocks here. And it'll look something like this. We're just trying to support every arm of the spindle. So something like that. And if you look down in there, you can see there's a little piece of the bearing that sticks off to the edge, and you can just get I've got a punch here, right? So I'm just going to try to catch that, and I'm going to tap it a few times. Can't do that while I'm holding the camera, so I'll come back to you. All right, so I tapped around the edge of that little bearing, and you can see it actually dropped that retainer ring right here, as well as the bearing out the bottom. That's what we're looking for. So still in the barrel of the spindle is a spacer, which we can pull out here, covered in grease, clean that up, and you can see the next bearing underneath. All right, set it up upside down here on the blocks again. And just to show you, we've got a nice little gap here on the bottom so that once we punch the next bearing through, it has a place to drop. And on this one, the bearing is very visible, very accessible, so very easy to get a punch on the edge of that and tap it down. All right, it just dropped down, and there's our bearings. So a lot of old grease in there. I'm gonna get this cleaned up and we'll kind of lay this out. All right, I've got this part all cleaned up and I've got this laid out in the order that it goes back together. One thing I want to point out is that piece that I thought was a retainer ring is actually an upgraded version of the seals that I bought. So they look entirely different and like two different parts, but this is a more heavy-duty version of what I sourced. I'm going to move forward with what I have because I have it and I can complete the project. And yeah, so from here, it's just a matter of putting it back in place. This will go here, and I'll tap that down with a rubber mallet. Okay, we're all assembled now. One thing I do want to point out is that spacer down in the center, you can see it's a little off center right now, and it moves around a little bit down there. And that's normal. Until you actually put the bolt down the center, that is floating around a little bit. So don't think that you've done something wrong. That's exactly the way it should be. So with that complete, I will rinse and repeat on the other spindle. And then I'll move on to removing these mother bolts. Oh, I can bleep. So I have the spindles reattached now, right? And next up, we take the pulley and we just drop the spindle bolt through the hole. You can see that threaded portion is where you know, the blade gets attached. So that drops through like this, and you can see that we've got this Zerk fitting right here for adding grease. We don't want to operate this until we do that. And I'll just pull this out really quickly and show you that that little hole that you see in the bolt, in the shaft of the bolt, is where the grease is distributed from this location into the bearing itself. And this is how we're going to pack grease in that whole compartment. So that's next. Okay, I picked up this grease gun. This particular one takes 3-ounce cartridges. It's the smaller type, but frankly, I'm not running an agricultural thing here, so this is the right size for me and for the limited uses that I get. I've got some lithium grease loaded up in here, and we attach the end to the Zerk fitting and pump it up. Last step. All right, I reconnected the belts, and before I run this, I actually want to give this a few turns here, just to kind of move that grease around, make sure it gets distributed evenly in the bearing and the housing for the bearing, and that should do it. So I'll go ahead and attach these belt covers, and you guys, this is good to go. Thanks for watching. We've got some product links in the description if you want to check those out.